Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Gym Floor. We got Mackenzie joining us today. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Pleasure to be here. I'm good. I'm excited.
Good. So she's one of the PTs at KB. We were talking before and we just thought that we'd have a little gym etiquette for males.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be an interesting perspective to let, obviously, us males know what it's like to be a woman in the gym, and maybe we need to tiptoe around a few things and maybe be a bit more considerate with a few things. So, we'll get into a few topics. So we sort of sat down, had a little think, and the first one that we're going to talk about is the stalker guy. So this is the guy that will stare at the girl, may not be like in sort of an aggressive way or anything like that, but just someone who maybe just stares that little bit too long and makes the person feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like it can come from dudes that after you suss it out, they're like, maybe they're not that bad of a guy, but they just sit and just stare, and you'll watch throughout your whole workout. You just constantly like, you get the feeling, you know, when someone's looking at you, right? You know. And so you just kind of look up and it's the same dude staring at you. And whether it's in an aggressive way or not, it's called the stare.
Yeah, the stare guy.
And you just go, and so you're left there wondering but here's the thing, they won't come up to you. They won't, and it almost kind of makes it a little bit more intimidating because you don't know, are they going to come up and hit on me or correct my technique? Do they just think I'm so strong and they're just like, get it, sis?
They might love like women's fashion, you know, like they might just love gym clothes.
Exactly. They could just be checking out my great, amazing t-shirt that I have on. But, you know, because they don't come up to you, and so you're just left there like, is this guy sweet?
Yeah.
Like what? And so, you know, I hear some girls, power to them, I hear some girls react and they just like stare back.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I have caught myself doing. You kind of look up and you just go, but then then sometimes they look away like really shy, like, oh, I'm like, well, you got caught.
To be fair, I think that's fine. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, hey, just take that moment to just stare back at them and like, yeah, I see you. Like stop.
Yeah.
Because guys, it's not all right. You know what I mean? And it's not all right to have the little mirror to mirror still looking.
Yeah.
Because you still see it, don't you?
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Mirrors everywhere.
There's mirrors everywhere.
It's a gym.
You're trying to be smart. You're trying to look off that mirror, reflect into that mirror and catch that reflection. Mm-hmm. But they still see. We see
everything. We see everything. Like that's the thing. Like girls, the gym can already be an intimidating place. So like you can walk in the front doors already on edge a little bit, or like you have your wits about you.
Yeah.
And so it's so easy. You just pick up on the smallest of things because you're already like your spidey senses are on. It's heightened, you know?
Well, that's another thing, isn't it? It's you're stepping in and you're almost a little bit on edge as it is. And whenever you're on edge, you do notice the smallest little things. You do notice the smallest little details. And it's almost like your mind takes you there. As you said before, you might just be a nice guy admiring your technique, being like, damn, this girl's strong. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
that can come across as stalkerish, hence for the stalker guy.
Because it doesn't matter if you're a nice guy or you're a creepy dude. If you're staring, you're staring. You know? There's no one way about it. No one likes to be stared at.
No one likes to be stared at. It's just not comfortable. So you said in before, like you were talking about maybe correcting the technique. This is another person I had down. So the correct the technique guy. Yeah. Is this ever okay? Like, for PTs, you can understand, okay, because obviously they'll come over in their PT shirt. You'll feel a little bit more comfortable. They work at the gym. You can see maybe that they generally sort of care.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the guy who doesn't work there. Is it ever okay?
Look, I've seen both sides of it where like friends of mine who are PTs and they're in the gym, but not the gym that they work at. So they're in their workout clothes.
Okay, yeah, I'm with
and
you.
they want to go help someone out. But it's also still like, but then even some of those friends know like, oh, it's not my gym or I'm not in a professional setting, so I'm just not going to go up to that girl.
Yeah.
Because you also have dudes who aren't professionals, and I've had it myself, and they don't realize I'm a PT myself. And so it's like you're there training and you're in your zone. That's the thing. You're in your zone, you're focusing on yourself, and someone wants to come interrupt that workflow already. So you're already a little bit like, what does this guy want? Like, and then they come up and try to be like, you know what, you should just like squeeze here, like bend your knees more there. And that's creepy, man. Like, I just think unless someone is clearly struggling, you know, or they're really struggling setting up or unracking weights, unless there's a clear problem there and someone needs help, just leave it.
Just leave it.
Yeah, you know, like, and generally there are professionals around. So if someone really needs help, they'll ask.
Yeah.
Or, you know, that's the thing. I think unless you're a professional PT, you shouldn't be giving out advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that,
yeah,
anyway.
well, that's another thing, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may think that you know the right way and you may have been lifting for the last 10 years, but you could be wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you are in that situation where, as you said, your friends would go to another gym and they're a PT, maybe announce that you're a PT.
That's the thing.
You can maybe say, hey, I'm a PT. I don't work here, but blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely. Like, hey, I just saw you with this. I'm a PT myself. So, and also whenever you're offering advice like that, just say like, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like, you don't know what that person's training. Like maybe they're doing an exercise different to how you would do it, but maybe they have a specific reason for that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but either way, like, unless you're a professional PT in uniform, if you're a dude coming up to a girl, you don't need to be doing that. You don't know.
And guys, don't take this away and say, use that, oh, I'm a PT when you're actually not a PT.
Yeah, Jesus.
Don't be using that loophole, all right?
No,
You
no.
dirty dogs.
The break in this podcast is brought to you by King Beats Apparel. So support the podcast by shopping King Beats. We got the first one, Not Your Average Gym. It's got a screen print on the back. And then we got the Gotcha Shake as well. I'm rocking an XL for this. I'm 95 kilos and 6'1". So jump over, support the podcast and grab yourself a shirt.
Okay, so that brings us to the next one we got is the sweaty guy. Okay, we all have this guy at the gym. We all have the sweaty guy. Guys, from a guy's point of view, it's not okay. It's not okay, all right? Sometimes I do forget to bring my towel. I'm the first one. I'll put my hand up.
I've done it too.
I forget to bring my towel. But if you are that sweaty guy, go back. Heaps of gyms now, especially after COVID, have the wipes. Go wipe your shit, man.
Or ask for a
wipe your
towel.
shit.
A lot of gyms have towels, whether they're to hire or to buy. Like, just spend the $5 and buy a towel for yours and everyone else's sake.
Especially if you know you're the sweaty guy too and you're wearing a singlet. God damn, get yourself a freaking towel.
No, and when they're wearing like the stringer singlets too.
Yeah.
So it's like that they get up off the machine and it's just sweat
It's like
down the back of it.
But it's like the outprint. So like you got the stringer where it's like dry and then the rest of it's like all wet.
Yeah. Oh my God. And like that's the thing. Like we're in a gym, people sweat.
Yeah, it's
we know
completely
that.
normal. That's fine.
But just it's health and hygiene, man.
Yeah.
Like just wipe that shit down, have a towel with you, and you know, like just take care of yourself, take care of others, you know, but stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe out there, guys.
Stay safe out there.
So another sort of people that James is giving the tip up as well, deodorant as well, yeah. Get the deodorant in, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Get the deodorant in, yeah.
All the deodorant. Like gyms can be smelly enough just with enough people coming through. Like we don't need extra BO in there.
100%.
I felt so bad. I had a client the other day and she like it was so bad in this one area of the gym. We're sitting on the leg extension. She just goes, Can you
Not the nostrils.
Can you smell that? and she's young too.
Yeah.
Like she's so innocent. She was just like, does it smell to you too? And I was just like, girl, I'm so sorry. Like,
and girls are sensitive to that too. Like for a guy, we have like our own rooms and stuff. You know when you walk into a teenage boy room and you're like, how do you live in here? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like we're desensitized to smell, like how women are super sensitive to it. So like, especially for women, you're going to smell that, guys. You know what I mean? So like definitely bring your deodorant. Become prepared.
Or it's just, you should know. Everyone knows. We get sweaty. There's BO. Just, again, stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of others.
Yeah, think of others. Think of others. That's the main crux of why we're here, guys.
Yeah, if you're not wearing deodorant for yourself, wear it for others, please.
So you spoke about before the string singlet or the stinger singlet, whatever you want to call it. A lot of guys that wear that is the gym bros.
The gym bros.
The gym bros. Talk to me through.
Okay.
I know what a gym bro is from my perspective, but I'm
Yeah.
interested to hear a woman's take on this. What's a
Yes.
gym bro to you?
Look, okay, let's start up. Not every guy in the gym is a gym bro.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely.
There is the difference between just regular guys that like to work out, take care of themselves, you enjoy exercise, blah, blah, blah. Great.
You might even be a beast.
You might be a fucking beast. You might be.
Still doesn't mean you're a gym bro, though.
Doesn't mean you're a gym bro. Like, it takes a certain type of person
It does.
to be a gym bro.
It's less physical, more mental.
It's the mentality. It's a little bit of like ego. It's a bit of like, and when you see those gym bros walking around, they don't have to be the biggest dudes in the room.
That's true.
But they walk around like they are. It's the puff out your chest, set out your lats. I'm walking around like this, like, and it may not be the fittest guy in the room, and it's just you just have to like I just don't. I think because I just don't understand how you get to that place. Did they just wake up one day like that?
Yeah.
Or but you just, and they just walk around with no regard for other people.
That's the issue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the disregard for other people and like the thought that they are better than everyone else, or the thought that like they've just done their set of bicep curls, but somehow their curls are better than everyone else's, or they're just working so much harder than everyone else. And that's like, they will try and command every space that they're in. Let me take up 5 sets of dumbbells because I can. And because I'm
going to run the rack.
Swole. Yeah. And I'm not going to put them back where they're meant to be because I'm a beast.
Fuck, I hate that. I
Dude.
hate that.
And they just, you see some guys that walk around, they like expect girls to be attracted to them because they're walking around with their chests out and like, I've just got this fucking mad pump on me right now. and
that's an accurate voice too, guys. It's accurate.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're on some of the gear, and maybe it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, it could be a little bit higher.
But and then they walk around expecting people to clear space for them, or expecting girls. Like, I've had dudes walk in my space in the gym that I'm working out in and just like eye me like, yeah, you think I'm top shit. Like, you think I'm so attractive. You see this pump that I've got on? Or like they come and work out in your space. Like, I'm like, dude, you can do your lateral raises over there.
Yeah.
Or like you've got a free gym.
Yeah.
And they come up and work out next to you because they think, oh, she's going to love this.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
They want to give you the show. That's what I feel like the gym bros is. That's what I feel like gym bros is. It's like they're putting on a show for everyone else in the gym.
Yeah, and
no one else knows there's a show on, but they do. they know the show's going down.
Yeah.
You don't, but they know the fucking show's going down.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, dude, I didn't buy tickets to this fucking show. I don't want to be here. Like, I'm here to work on myself, and I'm training for myself. I'm not training for you, So don't come into my space and make this all about you. It's fine.
It's that entertainer mentality. You know what I mean? Like, they work their 9 to 5, but their real work starts when the gym happens. It's when the fucking gym goes down. They're walking in. They're like fucking some comedian or some rock star that's about to walk out on stage, and it's like, yep. This is me.
It's that.
This is me, guys.
It's
I'm
that mentality.
Put a show on for you guys.
Yeah, it's just that mentality that like, I work harder than everyone else. I am better than everyone else. Everyone thinks I'm amazing. Like blah blah. Like,
because I couldn't imagine them. Like, say if they work like a 9 to 5, they work in an office. I couldn't imagine them having that same mentality everywhere they go. You know what I mean? Like, what would that look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would that look like? Like, you're just walking through the office and you're just like fucking like spread out and just like surely doing that all day would just get it do your head in after a while.
Literally, that's what I mean.
It must be like when they hit the gym floor, it's like a flick of the switch.
I'm on.
Game face on. Let's go.
Yeah. Or like it's all guns a ho. Like, I'm in the gym. Pre-workout is set in. Like,
I think a lot of the time too, it is a little bit of extra substances. There's a little bit of anabolics in there. A little bit of hormone manipulation is just sending the testosterone through the roof, and they're feeling themselves. They're feeling themselves a little bit too much. But yeah, from a girl's perspective, obviously it can be uncomfortable.
It can be
dropping weights. You know what I mean? Really, just that, as you said, that ego, that male bravado sort of thing, and you carry it around.
Yeah, like you can't me nowadays, especially because I work in a gym and you see it enough. Like you can kind of just laugh it off. You're just like,
sort of immune to a bit now.
You say, yeah, or it's just like, you think that's gonna get you somewhere? But it's also like where it can be intimidating, or it can just be downright fucking annoying. Like, dude, go work out somewhere else. Don't drop your weights near me, or don't walk around with your chest out. I don't give a shit. Sorry for swearing. I didn't even check. Can I swear?
No, yeah, we can swear. Swearing's okay. It's all good.
Amazing. Perfect.
we had Pat set the standards early. We had him on for the first podcast. I think you said the F word about 14 times in the first fucking 5 minutes. So we weren't going non-explicit from there. We weren't keeping it PG from the start.
Perfect. That's why I didn't come on first. I waited for someone else to set that tone.
He set the standard real early.
Perfect.
This is what KB is about, guys.
We're all about self-expression.
Self-expression. That's it. We just let ourselves be. So we've covered a few things off here. What is something else that might make you feel uncomfortable as a woman? Something that we may not have covered already, as we spoke about. Could be in like the free weight section. I know a lot of women's that I've sort of been around and I've trained don't feel comfortable in the free weight section. A lot of them obviously don't feel comfortable in the gym, but especially the free weight section. Anything in around there?
I think
even if it's just tips.
Yeah, I think because those sections in a gym can get really busy too.
Yeah, correct.
They can be some of the busiest parts of a gym. And so when there's just a big congregation of people there's typically mirrors right in front of you. So you feel like even though people pretty much are just staring at themselves, because we all like to check ourselves out when we work out, or you're just checking your technique, whatever it is. Absolutely.
More checking myself out there.
I'm always checking myself. You got to hype yourself up somehow. But and so when there's a large congregation of people there, you've got mirrors all around you, you feel like a lot of attention can be on you in that zone. Yeah,
that's true. So that's where the gym bros thrive.
And that is where the gym bros thrive,
Because it's center stage.
Because it's center stage. There's typically some good lighting in that area too.
Great downloading.
Exactly.
Sorry to bring you off topic, but carry on.
No. We digress. But, and also just from a technical standpoint, in the free weight sections, those exercises can be more challenging, especially if someone's new to the gym. It's not like a machine where you just sit down and you push and there's not as much room for error there.
Yeah, correct.
So if you're a beginner, a lot of beginners tend to head towards the pin loaded or plate loaded machines because you just sit there and you push, or you sit there and you pull, and there's pictures there to tell you what to do, this or that. But in the free weight section, it's free reign. You can do whatever. I mean, you shouldn't do just whatever, but you can.
Sometimes the weights have a mind of their own. I don't know.
Exactly. Or who knows what someone has set out to do. We've all seen some funky stuff happen around there.
Yeah.
So it can just be intimidating in that arena as well, because you might have seen an exercise that you want to try out that uses the free weights, but you don't know if you're doing it right, and there's so much room for error there, and it's a busy area. So sometimes it's like, I'm just going to avoid that area because it's just too much going on, too many people, and it can be chaotic. There's weights everywhere. Sometimes you walk into gyms, there's dumbbells on the floor, this and that. And it's just like, I don't know where to look. I don't know what I'm doing. There's so many people, so I'm just going to lay low.
Yeah. Any tips for that? For like a woman?
Yeah. I would say, obviously get a PT.
Yeah, well, that's obviously the best way. Just like obviously get a PT, but obviously beyond that.
Beyond that, so I mean, you can just hopefully the gym that you're at is a friendly gym and has good people working there. So just like ask someone. Just ask a PT. I mean, I always tell people around the gym, whether I'm teaching a class and I know those people don't train one-on-one, I just say, look, guys, I'm always around the gym to help. If you have any questions, please ask. And because I went through that myself, I didn't know what I was doing when I started in the gym, so I got a PT. And pick, if there's a female PT there, pick a female. Or even I've seen other girls in the gym, and it's lovely to see that kind of teamwork where there's other young girls and they'll just find another girl that's working out and be like, hey, can you help me with this? Just ask someone around. Maybe you've seen them around the gym a few times. You might not be besties with them. You might not really know them, but you can kind of sense that energy there and just ask someone for a hand. Either look things up online, whether you've seen an exercise on Instagram and you want to try it out. Hopefully you're following good people and good coaches, and maybe they've written out a rundown of the exercise and what you should be feeling, where you should be moving, how, so look for guidance there.
And even if you see something on Instagram too, another good tip is just look up that same exercise on YouTube.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because generally they're a bit shorter. You don't really have the context behind it as well. So going over to YouTube will give you that little bit extra explanation. Obviously, it's a bit more long form as well being on YouTube. And plus, you might get 4 or 5 different perspectives.
Yeah.
And one of them just might click for you.
Absolutely. Like I've seen exercises where maybe I didn't learn them firsthand from another trainer. I didn't learn them in person. I've seen it online. But I'm going to I'm going to look up that exercise and see a few different coaches explain it.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go to a coach where I can see their accreditations too, there's plenty of influencers on Instagram that call themselves fitness professionals.
It's easy to write fitness professional. Take you about this long.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, sorry, I got really distracted.
Jay's making hand signals behind the
Hey, oh my God. So just do some research, because sometimes even just knowing that you've done some research about an exercise or a workout, this or that, can give you that confidence going in there.
Yep.
Ask around, ask a PT, ask someone else in the gym that you can kind of, I like what they're doing. Maybe it's another female, or maybe it's just someone else that you feel you can trust.
Yep.
I
just feel like just remember, everyone had no idea when they first started out.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Everyone had no idea. So just because you're starting out now and someone's halfway through their journey, don't feel bad, because that person was exactly the same as where you are.
We all had to start somewhere.
Remember that, 100%.
We all had to start somewhere.
Okay, so the question that I think everyone's come here for is it okay to approach a woman in the gym in the sense of you want to get to know them more? Now, I know it's sort of a tough thing. Like, obviously people want to be able to work out, and but I met my girlfriend in the gym. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't want to meet people in the club. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to meet a nice, wholesome girl that works out. You enjoy working out. She enjoys working out. It's perfect. You know?
Fitness couple made in heaven. There we go.
But, is it at all appropriate to approach someone in the gym? And if so, when and how?
Okay, this is just my take on it.
Yep.
Just my take. Obviously, like, if you're looking to find someone, you want to find someone, like you said, with those common interests, and meeting someone at the club. I mean, it's worked for some others, but it's also, you have no idea who that person is.
Exactly.
And so, at the gym, you would think like maybe is a good place, because obviously there's someone who likes working on themselves. They like training. That's an interest you already know you have in common. So I definitely understand that. And I just think there's a right way and a wrong way to 100%. Go about it. I think there are ways that you can, and I've seen it.
Yeah.
I think it's just all about the respect of it all and the communication there. Like, I mean, maybe you've just seen that person around the gym. Maybe you build a bit of rapport first. So like maybe you've seen them a few times. Maybe you've had small conversations. Just start with that. Like I don't know, like you've walked into the gym at the same time and you just start with a hi and then you leave them alone for the workout. And maybe it is that, you've been in the gym training at the same time and you wait till maybe the end of the workout.
Yeah.
I always hate people interrupting me mid-workout.
Yeah.
So I would say straight up, if anyone's looking to come talk to me in the gym, please don't do it mid-workout. Like if you like me that much, you'll hang around till I'm done. Like wait.
And don't be the creepy stalker guy that just stares at her till she's done either.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, as if I want to go sit down to dinner with someone that's just stared at me for 45 minutes, So my first thing, don't interrupt mid-workout. That's just, you're killing the vibe. I'm not going to come at it with a good attitude.
Yep.
And I would say build that rapport first. Wait till the end of the workout and maybe just be like, hey, either like I just think like you looked amazing and like, you obviously your training looks awesome. Just wanted to say like, I think you're really freaking cool. And then like leave it at that.
Yeah.
And then maybe you see her the next time and be like, hey, like my name's this. What's
Yep.
your name? That kind of thing.
Yep.
But obviously, maybe you can't always count that you're going to see that person the next time you're in the gym.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So if you I would just say like, it's all about feeling the vibe, man.
Yeah.
You kind of got to.
Because it's also like, it's obviously good to get that rapport, but it's also like, is there a cutoff point to where you start to become that creepy guy?
Absolutely.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, I think guys need to realize as well is like, you have to share this common ground with them at the gym, whether you get a yes or a no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not always working towards this to be guaranteed a yes. Sometimes it could be no, and you still got to interact with each other.
Yeah. And remember, you might have come to the gym thinking, I'm going to meet someone cute. Not everyone's walking in there with that mentality.
Yeah.
So and don't get upset if the girl says no, like if you sense those vibes, if you kind of like sense during the workout, okay, she's cute. I've caught her looking at me as well. Okay, I'm going to wait to the end of the workout and just be like, hey, I think you look amazing. And then if you want, give her your number and say, take it or leave it, and then get out of there. Don't hang around.
Yeah.
Don't linger.
Yeah.
Go. But also be prepared for her to say no. And don't be annoyed if she does say no. Not everyone walks into the gym looking for someone. So if you shoot your shot, props to you. And if you do it in a non-creepy way, thank God. But be prepared. They might turn around. Maybe they have a partner. Or maybe they're just not interested. Yeah. So don't be cut if she turns around and says like, thank you, that's really sweet of you, but like I'm going to go about my day. Thank you though, I appreciate it. And be like, cool. And walk away and don't make her feel weird the next time you see her in the gym.
It's the next interaction. Don't make her feel weird.
Yeah. So it's just like be respectful about it. I would say either build that rapport or just be really genuine and be considerate when you go up to a girl. Yep. So don't be creepy. Just say, yo, like I think, feed her whatever compliment or a genuine thing to say. Give her a point of contact. Take it or leave it. Don't put any pressure on her. And then get the fuck out of there. I'd say go for it if you feel it. Like anything. Sense those vibes. Sense that there's a common interest there if you can.
Yeah.
Then go for it. Be respectful. Don't be weird.
Love it. There you go, guys. There you have it from the woman herself. And especially don't do the guy that corrects the technique in order to lead a conversation into asking out. Please don't do that.
I've had that.
Yeah, 100%. Heaps of guys would do that. I know guys that have done that. I know guys that have done
What
that.
do you say to your mates that's just like,
I'm like, bro,
Ryan, I just like spoke to this girl. I was like, I'm going to correct her on her technique. Do you ever get that? And you just sit there like, man.
Like, just do, as you said, like if you catch her looking, if she seems interested, if there's a vibe there, wait till the end of the session, ask her, shoot your shot, It's either a yes or a no. Don't try and plan out some elaborate fucking.
No,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to correct a technique a few times. And then she'd be like, fuck, he's really smart. And then it's always usually the same guy that's like, we've just spoken about. That's the gym bro. That's like, thinks he's king shit anyway. And he's like, oh yeah, she'd love it if I correct her technique. And then she's like, wow, this guy's really smart and buff.
Oh my God, he's so smart. Oh my God, he looks so good. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So wrap everything that we've spoken about, guys, into one. Take that away with you. As she said before, don't approach a woman during mid-workout because you won't be getting the response you.
No. Don't approach mid-workout. Don't come in with some weird, creepy compliments. Don't compliment about like, oh my God, that crop top looks so good on you. Ew.
And don't make it like sexual in a way of like what they're doing at the moment as well. Like, geez, your bun looks so good. You know what I mean? That's a no-go. That's a no-go.
No, I would say just steer away from sexualizing anything in the gym. Like, unless you know the person and you know that's their sense of humor or something, like whatever it is, like just steer away from that.
100%.
Because it's...
it can get you banned from gyms.
Absolutely.
I've seen it before.
Dude, I've called people out. I've spoken to guys where, you know, I've had girls come up to me and say like, hey, I just... you know, I think this guy's staring at me, or this guy has said something to me, and they're not comfortable to say it to that guy, or maybe I'm the only kind of staff member that they know, or because I'm a female, they feel comfortable voicing that to me. And obviously, like, you don't jump to it, and I don't run to that man and be like, ah, you know, like, but if you're clearly acting inappropriately, you will be told. Respectfully.
Respectfully. Just leave.
Just respectfully. Get the fuck out.
That's respectfully.
Yeah. At the end of the day, guys in the gym, bring your gym towels, wear your deodorant. Don't be acting like a gym bro. Humble yourself. We are all there to work on ourselves. Don't be creepy to girls. Just keep your eyes down. If a girl's doing deadlifts or squats in front of you, keep your eyes down.
And I know it can be tempting, guys, and I know we're very simple-minded creatures, but keep your eyes down.
And don't get me wrong, girls like checking out the guys too, but respectfully. Always be respectful.
I think that's what this is about, being respectful. Be respectful, guys. All right? Simple as that. Be respectful.
Sometimes there's a lack of that. Let's just stay on track, shall we? Take care of yourself. Take care of others.
Awesome. Right. I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for coming through and chatting with us today. Bit of a giggle, but also very informative too. So, guys, take this away. Implement it in your own gym. As we said, don't be any of those people we just spoke about. And if you guys have anything you want us to talk about, anything you want to touch on, even if Mackenzie with us, just comment down below. We'll get to it. But until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, do all those good things, comment down below, and we'll see you next time.